This scene resonates as the scene that Noi and Iris appear arguably the most close, in terms of both camera shots and similarities in point of view. In fact, it is the first and possibly only scene in which Noi and Iris are together in the same moving shot. Before this scene, they have occupied the same shot but only still shots. In all subsequent shots showing them together, they always have some distance between them. In fact, they are usually talking on the phone with the camera cutting back and forth between them. This shows the emotional distance growing between them as Iris discovers Noi actually wants to run away, rather than just saying he does. The transition between cold and warm lighting remains a recurring theme throughout the movie that particularly manifests itself during this scene. Most of the movie is filmed with an icy blue tint, representative of the climate as well as the cold Noi feels in his everyday life. However, the camera tends to display places in which he feels comfort with a warmer yellow tint. This scene starts outside, which the cold lighting envelops, but warm light radiates from inside the museum. The scene continues warming gradually as Iris gradually gets less nervous about his surroundings. The setting of the towering mountains contrasting with the welcoming museum shows how Noi feels at home among curiosities such as giant stuffed polar bears, more than he does in his own home. The polar bear creates a slight feeling of menace and unease when they first enter the museum. The camera zoom, one of the more interesting aspects of this clip, follows a notable pattern. Throughout the clip, the camera tends to zoom in the closer Noi and Iris feel towards each other physically and emotionally. The camera gradually zooms in as they walk through the museum, as they become more comfortable, as they ease into their surroundings. When they hear people coming, however, the camera quickly zooms out and follows them, although they remain in the same shot. The director only breaks this rule when they stop at the map. The camera zooms out to show them as well as the entire map. This also shows that they are now contemplating things greater than themselves. The concept the thought of the map brings about to the viewer brings about another interesting focus apart from just them. While earlier in the scene they, the only ones in the museum, then the most relevant place in their isolated town, remain the sole subject of the viewer. The director chooses to film most of the shots at eye level. Also notable is the constant camera movement to one side, as it follows the characters, which only stops to finally settle at the map. This could signify that they consider the dream they see in the map their final destination. The spatial relations change throughout the clip as it begins with Noi and Iris far in the background, with the mountains towering over them. However, once they enter the cozier museum, they become the most prevalent aspect of the landscape, appearing close to the ceiling and towering over bigger animals such as the polar bear. When they reach the map, they seem to take up almost the whole room, yet the camera does not zoom in very far. This creates an irony that the map, which presents them with almost endless unexplored possibilities, seems so cramped. The scene includes almost no sound apart from their talking. A somewhat surreal silence occurs as they attempt to enter the museum, only to be broken by Iris breaking the window.